talking to Harry Hudson at Chichester after the 1-0 defeat on Saturday. Your assessment of the game, Harry?
Pretty poor game. I would imagine it wasn't a great spectacle for anyone watching, but it wasn't probably going to be. I think on the balance of play, they probably had the better the first half, we had the better the second half. I think their goalies made more saves than us, than ours has, and ultimately we made a mistake for their first goal. And then nothing really fell for us in around the penalty area today. But if I'm honest, it wasn't a good performance from us. I wasn't particularly happy with our quality on show today. I can't fault the boys' effort and application. They gave everything they could, but when the ball dropped to us in good areas today, our final cross wasn't good enough, our final shot wasn't good enough, we didn't commit to getting across the ball from set play. So yeah, disappointed. I think we deserved the point from the game, but it certainly wasn't a classic.
You mentioned the goal. Disappointed. Was Tyler disappointed with it?
I haven't spoken to T yet. I think he would have hoped to collect it comfortably, and then obviously, but then that being said, their strikers committed to follow up, and our defenders haven't. So it's a collective. Any goal we concede is a collective effort. But yeah, I mean, certainly it's probably like their goalie made a mistake in the second half trying to play out, and we didn't capitalise on that. And to be fair to Chichester, the kid followed in and finished it well. So it's one of them. We conceded at a time we had enough time to recover the situation, and unfortunately we didn't manage to get a breakthrough.
But you had a great chance at the end of the first half. Bradley Wilson palmed away by the keeper. That's probably the best save their keeper made of the afternoon. Yeah,
I think the best save either keeper had to make. So I don't remember Tyler making the save, and Brad was just falling away, slipping away when he was striking it. It was a very good chance, and yeah, their keeper made a good save to start. That's probably the best chance we had in the game.
And the second half, you kept pressing 1-4 corners at the end, but as I say, the ball didn't fall for you for several reasons, obviously.
Yeah, we can talk about like sometimes run of the rubber the green and run of the ball, but ultimately I don't think we committed fully to our running lines today. And if you'd have said to me before the game that I think we probably had maybe 7 or 8 corners in the match, probably had the same amount of long throw entries into the box, I would have said that would have amounted to a goal for us. And normally for us, we are strong on set plays, and it should have done. So that's disappointing. And there is always some element of luck. Also, are we fully committed to our running lines? Are we actually trying to make the areas that we were asked to? Is the delivery right? And I'm sure when we reflect and analyse the game, I'm sure there's some definite improvements we made there.
You made a change at half-time. What was the thinking behind that?
They played a system we didn't expect. They played a diamond, so it was just more of a tactical one around how can we get some control in the first phase, and how can we look to expose them. It wasn't going to mean we're going to play through the first and leave like that. Just to be fair, I really respect their style, and they try and play, but it's not a pitch you can play intricate football on. So it was about how we could try and open up some space for Freddie because I felt Freddie had the better of the centre halves aerially. It was just a tactical switch to see if that could help us. I think it did slightly, but yeah, it wasn't going to be one that was going to open up the game, unfortunately.
You included Bradley Wilson, who we've mentioned already, and Matthew Weir today. Matthew Weir, 4 brilliant blocks in the game. Made a good debut, I thought.
I thought Matt was our best player today. I thought Matt was excellent. The blocks in the first half were excellent. He threw himself in the way of half opportunities for Chichester, and I thought he'd done really well throughout. Brad was industrious. I think he'll like a lot of the players today. I think probably some of the quality at times. Brad's got that. He possesses real quality. Maybe didn't quite come off today, but both of them are fantastic acquisitions for the football club, and I'm sure we'll need them to see the best of them in the next 7 games.
Matthew's come from Weir side, I believe, and Bradley's a player you've had at all your clubs previously, Croydon, Whiteleaf and Glebe. So someone who's done a good job for you in the past.
Definitely. Matt was under 20 Danish Youth International. Was at Brighton and Colchester as a pro, so he comes with excellent pedigree, and I think you can see that. And again, grateful for Tony for loaning us Matt for the remainder of the year. Brad I've known since he was 15 years old, so played a big part in Brad's journey. And Brad's a fantastic technician. We didn't see the best of him today, but I'm sure he'll excite Sevenoaks fans in weeks to come.
1 or 2 results surprising results with Whitehawk winning at VCD and maybe even more so Phoenix winning at Ashford. But as a manager, you'll say you can't rely on other teams, that you've got to do it yourself.
100%. Ultimately, even with those results, everything's in our hands. We just need to focus on us. I think on the balance of play today, we deserved a point from the game. We didn't get it. That's going to happen sometimes. Like these things happen. So we just need to make sure that we stick together, which we will do. The boys are a good bunch and they're working really hard. We're not giving away tons of opportunities, and at the moment, away from home, we're not creating loads, but that will come, and we just got to keep together, keep going at it, and we'll be confident that we can keep amassing points on the board.
And what was your comments to the players afterwards in the huddle at the end?
Stick together. Like we have to stick together. We'll have games like today when there's probably not many of us that can hold their hand up and say they were better than a 6 out of 10. Unfortunately, that happens, and ultimately, if that does happen, it doesn't tend to result in a positive performance and then a positive result for us. And these things will happen. But what I was proud of with the boys, when it wasn't quite falling for us, we weren't quite on our game today. We kept plugging away. We kept trying. We kept trying to put them under pressure, and ultimately, at the end of the goal line scramble, that could have very easily resulted in a goal. There was bodies flung around, the ball was bouncing in the area, and I think if we'd have taken a point from the game, I don't believe Chichester could say that we didn't deserve that. So, if you're in around games when you're not playing well, it's not a bad sign.
And just finally, family connections at this club, I gather. So the family's won tonight rather than you.
Yeah, my dad's the under-23s coach. And my dad's the reason why I went into coaching when I was young. So yeah, they live in Chichester. So yeah, lovely to see them. I don't see them enough, mainly because football takes up most of my weekends. But yeah, my nephew plays for Chichester City, so he was happy they won. But yeah, certainly the other half of the family are happy today. I'm not going home as happy as I should be.
Well, we go again next week against VCD. All the best for the week.
Thank you.